Imagine a vibrant island paradise, now overshadowed by an ancient curse threatening to unravel the very fabric of its existence. For generations, a prophecy has spoken of a lost connection, a hidden truth that could either save or doom their entire world. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to a world of myth, magic, and self-discovery. Today, we dive into the epic journey of Moana 2, a story that pushes our beloved Wayfinder beyond the reef and into uncharted, dangerous waters. Get ready for a deep dive into every hidden detail, every pivotal moment, and the ultimate fate of Motunui and its brave heroine. The film opens with Moana's triumphant return to Motunui, hailed as a celebrated Wayfinder after her first grand adventure. Her people joyously welcome her, noting the life she has brought back to their waters and their voyaging traditions. As Moana inspects a new canoe, she confides in her father, Chief Tue, about an extraordinary discovery. She found an unknown artifact in a clearing, proof that other people exist beyond their known islands. This discovery reignites Moana's inherent desire to connect her island to the wider world. Later, Moana shares her excitement with her younger sister, Saimia, bringing her to a sacred ancestral place. Here, Moana recounts the tales of their voyaging past and the legacy of the last great navigator, Tautai Veza. Tautai Veza's dream was to connect all the people of the entire ocean, a dream Moana now feels compelled to continue. She reveals that the mysterious artifact is her first clue to continuing this ancient mission. Meanwhile, the demigod Maui attempts to use a portal to another island, only to be stopped by a guardian. He argues with the guardian about Nalo, a power-hungry god, and his conflict with him. The guardian warns Maui that if he tries to reconnect the ocean's people, Nalo will destroy him and Moana. The guardian ominously declares that because Maui made Moana a wayfinder, she is now directly involved in this ancient struggle. Back on Motunui, Moana is honored during a feast, bestowed with the sacred title of Tautai, leader and connector of the entire sea. As she accepts the title, she experiences a powerful vision, a fragmented glimpse of a dark future. She sees her people in isolation, their story ending if she fails to find others. A spectral voice urges her to brave the storm, reconnect her people, and find the lost island of Motufetu, guided by a fire in the sky. Moana realizes Motufetu is an ancient island where the channels of the ocean once converged, now lost and cursed by Nalo. Reaching it is believed to be the only way to break Nalo's curse and reunite the people of the sea. Despite her father's fears about the perilous journey, Moana accepts this call, knowing it's bigger than just Motunui. A comforting vision of her grandma's spirit assures her that she is meant for more and will always be by her side. Moana firmly declares her identity and purpose, ready to go beyond and return home, promising to reconnect everyone. She quickly realizes she needs a crew, as Haihei and Pua won't suffice for such a grand voyage. Moana works with Loto, the canoe designer, to create a new, double-hulled vessel. She recruits Loto, Moni, a skilled storyteller, and Kele, a farmer, for her crew, despite their initial reluctance or inexperience at sea. Kele the farmer insists that only a master can provide enough food on the sea. Moni enthusiastically joins, eager to document the journey, implying a certain demigod's presence. Before leaving, Moana reassures Saimia that the ocean connects them, and she'll always be with her, giving her a piece from home. The scene shifts to Maui, who is trapped in a snot cave, attempting to retrieve his magical hook. He mutters that he doesn't need Moana to save him again, fearing Nalo will destroy her. A mysterious bat-like figure, Matangi, taunts Maui, expressing her plans for both him and Moana. Out at sea, the crew struggles with their lack of experience, Kele gets seasick, and Loto complains about the canoe design. Moana tries to inspire them to find their rhythm and embrace the ocean to reach Motufetu. They break into song, what could be better than this, a spirited but initially chaotic attempt to bond and adapt to the sea. Loto, the engineer, interjects with a pragmatic philosophy, there's really only failing, then learning, then death. Suddenly, the fire in the sky comet disappears, and the ocean changes course, guiding them to an unknown land. They quickly discover it's not an island but the Kakamora, who immediately attack their canoe. Moana tries to communicate, explaining their sacred voyage, but the Kakamora capture them. Inside the Kakamora vessel, Moana realizes they are trying to communicate using drawings. She translates their story, learning they too were disconnected from their home by Nalo's curse, and now need help defeating a giant clam. They agree to help defeat the clam in exchange for Kakamora's assistance to reach Motufetu. The Kakamora, being jelly-like, ask Moana and her crew to retrieve the neurotoxin needed to defeat the clam. After a successful, if messy, retrieval, the Kakamora immediately depart, leaving Moana and her crew stranded and annoyed. As the giant clam attacks, Moana and her crew are swallowed, and Maui, sensing trouble, attempts to rescue them. He gets caught in the clam's tentacles, but not before realizing he can't save them and is also captured by Matangi, who reveals herself as the crazy bat lady he warned Moana about. Inside the clam, Saimea's spirit appears to Moana, frantically telling her that their story will end because she's stuck. Moana then encounters Matangi, who praises her reputation as the human who's got all the gods talking. Matangi reveals she is also trapped by Nalo and wants Moana to defeat him to gain her freedom. She teaches Moana that a true Wayfinder doesn't know the path but finds their way by getting lost and thinking differently. Matangi performs Get Lost, a song encouraging Moana to embrace the unknown, break the rules, and find new ways to solve problems. Moana, taking Matangi's advice, uses a unique strategy to escape the clam, creating a portal. Maui, also caught by Matangi, is freed by Moana's portal, and they are reunited with the crew, now in new outfits. However, Maui reveals the grim truth: Nalo didn't just hide Motufetu in a storm, he sunk it to the bottom of a cursed ocean. Moana is devastated but holds on to faith, believing the ancestors wouldn't have called if it were impossible. She deduces that Nalo's curse, based on separation, can only be broken by coming together. As they discuss a plan to lift the island, Nalo sends a devastating, welcome gift, storm. The crew fights off storm creatures, with Maui exhibiting his demigod strength and wit. During a desperate maneuver, Monies or breaks, sending her tumbling, though she is saved by Moana. Moana sinks into despair, feeling responsible for her crew's danger, but Maui, recalling his own past struggles, offers powerful encouragement. Maui performs Chi Hu, a high-energy song that reminds Moana of her inherent greatness and resilience, lifting her spirits. Reinvigorated, Moana and Maui formulate a daring plan. Maui will lift the island while Moana and the crew distract Nalo. The crew, having fixed their canoe with ancestors' help and high-haste decorations, is ready to face Nalo. They sail into the heart of Nalo's monster storm, united in their mission to break the curse. Maui begins lifting Motufetu, displaying immense strength against the raging storm. Nalo, enraged, directly attacks the canoe, revealing his hatred for humans. Moana realizes they can use Nalo's focus on them as a distraction. She makes the difficult decision to chop the mast, sacrificing her beloved canoe to gain speed and draw Nalo away. Moana tells Maui to go as fast as he can, promising to meet him on the island. Loto's quick thinking and Moni's strength help them gain momentum, but Nalo's attacks intensify. With the island almost razed, Moana makes a final, desperate move, leaping from the crumbling canoe. Recalling Grandma and Matangi's words, she finds another way, using the crashing wave to propel herself towards Motufetu. Moana lands on the rising island, breaking Nalo's curse, and reconnecting the channels of the ocean. The ocean joyously embraces her, and Maui praises her for leveling up, signaling his approval of her new tattoos. Motunui is now connected to countless other islands, and Moana's crew reunites, marveling at the new world. Moana's sister Saimea meets her new friend from a different island, fulfilling Tautai Veza's dream of connection. The film concludes with Motunui embracing its voyaging heritage, with Moana leading the charge, symbolizing the beginning of a new era of exploration and unity. In a post-credits scene, Nalo angrily confronts Matangi, who sarcastically downplays her involvement in Moana's victory, setting up future conflicts. Matangi assures Nalo that her debt is paid, hinting at a complex relationship between the two. What an incredible journey Moana undertook, demonstrating that true leadership isn't just about knowing the way, but finding it, even when lost. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Moana 2, smash that like button, share this video with a fellow Wayfinder, and subscribe for more epic movie explanations. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Nalo's curse and Moana's bold new path.